This lesson is going to be very similar to our last lesson, which was on adding decimals. And in this lesson, we're going to be looking at subtracting decimals. And just like when we add decimals, we need to make sure to line up the decimal points in our problem and line it up in our answer. But for subtraction, there can be one extra step, and it's just remembering to regroup if we need to, which is the same as we would do in a regular subtraction problem. We just need to remember that we also may have to do that with some subtraction problems that involve decimals. So let's try this first one. It's not going to involve any regrouping. It's just to make sure we remember what to do when we're subtracting decimals. So first I'm going to rewrite it like a vertical problem so that I can actually subtract. And just like when we're adding, I'm going to make sure to line up my decimal points. So I have 1 and 56 hundredths, and then we're subtracting 44 hundredths. And in this case, I don't have to add on any zeros because there's the same number of digits to the right of the decimal on the top and the bottom. So now we can go ahead and just subtract like a regular subtraction problem. We have 6 minus 4 is 2. 5 minus 4 is 1. There's our decimal point, so I'm going to line it straight down. So it's the same in the problem as it is in the answer. And 1 minus 0 is 1. So our answer would be 1 and 12 hundredths. So just like a regular subtraction problem, we're just subtracting. Big thing to remember, again, just like with adding, is to line up those decimal points so that it's the same all the way through the problem and in our answer. Now this next one, we're going to start out the same way, writing it vertically, so that we have one decimal on top of the other one, and making sure that we line up the decimal points. And in this case, I'm going to add a 0 in just to help me so that it's the same number of digits on the top and the bottom. And then we're going to go ahead and subtract. Here I have 1 minus 0, which is 1. Here I have 2 minus 7. We only have 2, we can't take 7 away, so in this case we're going to have to regroup or borrow from 8. So just like a regular subtraction problem, the 8 becomes 7. We're carrying 10 over, so this becomes 12. And now we can subtract. We have 12 minus 7, which is 5. And then we have now 7 minus 0, which is 7. And pull that decimal point straight down. So my answer is 751,000. So just like a regular subtraction problem, just subtract, regroup if you need to, make sure those decimal points are lined up all the way to the problem and down to the answer, so it's in the same spot.